In Luke chapter 10, we find a time in verse 38. In Luke chapter 10, verse 38, as Jesus continued to travel around, and it happened that they entered a certain village, we're told, and there was a certain woman named Martha who welcomed Jesus into her house. And so she had a sister, we are told, called Mary. And the scene is set up where Martha has welcomed Jesus into her home. She has this sister, Mary. Mary is there too. And Mary was sitting at the feet of Jesus, listening to his word, listening to his teaching. So you can see it there. I mean, there's Jesus been welcomed into this home, and maybe there were other people there too. I'm not sure. But Mary was really interested in hearing what Jesus had to say and what he had to teach. But Martha, verse 40, was distracted with much serving. And she approached Jesus and said, "Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Therefore tell her to help me." So Martha didn't like it too much that she's having to do all the work and trying to serve and get things ready and get things where they need to be and getting this done and that done. You know, they got company, they got Jesus, probably other people. But Mary just seems to be sitting there at the feet of Jesus, and Mary could be helping, and especially siblings, well, make my sister, make my brother, whoever, do this, do that, help me. So Martha's busy, 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 and wants Mary to help with all the work. Well, Jesus answered and said to Martha, "Martha, Martha, you are worried and troubled about many things," the New King James says. Worried and troubled, distracted with many things, as it says. But one thing is needed, Jesus told her, and Mary has chosen that good part, which will not be taken away from her. So Jesus does not make Mary, get up and go help. Not that, helping would be a bad thing, but as Jesus was trying to point out to Martha right now, there's something very important going on. Mary has chosen the part of listening to the words of Jesus, to his teachings, to spiritual things, important things. And Martha is distracted. She's distracted with, serving and hosting and doing this and doing that. Not necessarily that Martha was doing anything wrong, but Martha was distracted with busyness, with the work and the service and whatever she had to do or thought she had to do. And there's Jesus sitting there and speaking and teaching, and Mary is really wanting to learn. And so Jesus really defends Mary and, kind of rebukes Martha a bit, saying that she needs to, not worry so much and not be distracted so much about these things, that there's something more important going on at the time. As simple as this is, it's short, sweet, simple enough. Mary's distracted doing stuff. Jesus commends Mary for, listening and wanting to learn, which is very important. What it tells me is sometimes I can be like Martha was. Distracted, worried and troubled about many different things, to the point where maybe I'm not always seeing or focusing on what's more important or most important, or that I'm not growing closer to God, or growing closer to my family, or growing closer to my brethren, or trying to reach out more to the lost, or whatever the case is. There's nothing wrong with the physical things of life, and we gotta work and we gotta eat, and we can enjoy some fun things and do this and do that, and we have hobbies. But even in all of that, we need to make sure that we are not worried and troubled and distracted by so many things of life that we're not spending time with God in His Word, spending time with God in prayer, spending time with the church and their services, spending time with brethren in their homes. If we're not careful, the things of life can begin to stack up and build up and cause us to be worried and troubled and distracted to where we neglect what is most important: spiritual things, godly things. So let's learn from this. May this be a reminder to all of us to make sure we're not getting distracted like Martha, but rather be like Mary, be attentive to our own needs spiritually, to the spiritual needs of our family, our brethren, our friends. And let's remember what life is about. First and foremost, putting God first, seeking first the kingdom of God and His righteousness. And all the other stuff will take care of themselves in time as we go through life. Let's think about this today. I hope it's encouraging to you. It's encouraging to me. And may we all continue to grow in it. All right. God bless.